Hi, you're on to Beaver's Canadian Journey. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe. It's very easy to do so. Just hit the subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell icon. Last week, I did a video about the happiest province in Canada, how to relocate to the happiest province in Canada. If you haven't watched it, please check it out. And boy, did I get a lot of response from people. People send me messages via email, via Instagram, and people were surprised that the happiest province is not Nova Scotia. And I found it really funny. Okay, so we're going to talk about why Nova Scotia is not the happiest province in Canada. In fact, why it is at the very bottom, because in terms of satisfaction in Canada, Nova Scotia is number 8, close to Ontario and BC. Okay, so let's discuss that. Let's get started. So, I did this video last week. Please check it out. How to relocate to Newfoundland, which is the happiest province in Canada. Now, how did we arrive at the happiest province in Canada? Statistics Canada did a survey. They interviewed people in all the provinces in Canada, people's age 15 to 65, and asked them about, their satisfaction with their province. And Newfoundland came number 1. Now, when I saw that, I was like, I need to find out more. So I did a deep dive, and I found out that Nova Scotia was at the very bottom, number 8. So at the bottom 3 for lowest satisfaction, and among the 10 provinces in Canada. Now, I was sad to see this. I wasn't happy, but at the same time, I was not surprised. Okay. We've been in Nova Scotia for 4 years, and a lot of things have changed, and right now there's a lot of complaints. When I talk to newcomers, people that were born here, there's more complaint than positive talk about Nova Scotia. So I wasn't surprised at all. So let's talk about why Nova Scotia is really at the bottom. Now, if you've been watching my channel for quite a while, you know that my family and I, we live here. We've been living here for over 4 years. We came in 2019. This is a province we love and we call home. Okay, this is a province we're still here. This is a province that I've talked a lot about, and I try and encourage people to make Nova Scotia, one of their choices when considering coming to Canada. Okay, but a lot of things have changed in Nova Scotia. Okay, and one of the things is cost of living. Cost of living has really gone up, and this can be attributed to the pandemic, the ripple effect of the pandemic, a lot of inflation, and then Nova Scotia, like other provinces in Canada, experienced a housing boom. There was like this housing explosion. Okay, in 2019, when we're coming, you could get a 2-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, in a good location in Dartmouth for about 800 Canadian dollars a month. Now, that is no longer the case. I remember in 2019, a family, newcomers, they got a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in a lovely place in Halifax, new building for 1,400, and everybody thought they were crazy. Everybody was like, how can you be spending so much? That's ridiculous. That's expensive. This is not Vancouver. This is not Ontario. This is not Toronto. This is Halifax. This is ridiculous. 4 years later, that same building, that same apartment is now 2,500 a month. So the cost of living went up. We know loads of newcomers and even Nova Scotians that have moved out of the province because of the housing market. Someone will be watching and saying, we don't even mind paying so much for rent or mortgage, but let there be availability. So one of the issues again is supply is not meeting up with demand. So if you're an international student, you're coming to Nova Scotia, you're a newcomer, you're coming to Nova Scotia, getting apartments is really hard right now. It's expensive and the inventory is really low. So a lot of people are unhappy. What you hear people saying right now is that everything has gone up in Nova Scotia except wages and salary. So it's like the salary is not meeting up with the cost of living. Okay, so that's one of the things that happened to Nova Scotia. Another thing that happened to Nova Scotia, maybe I should have led with this, is population growth. Okay, a lot of people, yes, people left the province, that's true, but a lot of people from all over the world, from all over Canada, moved to Nova Scotia. So we had a population boom. I think it was last year or 2 years ago, Nova Scotia reached 1 million for the first time. And the truth is, population growth is good. It has its advantages. Newcomers are coming with their skill set. The economy is growing. But what happens when a lot of people are coming in and infrastructure and facilities are not keeping up with the population increase? Nova Scotia has always had a healthcare challenge, but now with more people coming in, that healthcare challenge has, it's scary right now. You have thousands of people on the waiting list for a family doctor. One of the things I hate doing in this province is going to the hospital. You wait 7, 8, 9, 10 hours to see a doctor. 2, 3, 4 hours before you can be triaged. It's frustrating. Okay, so yes, a lot of newcomers are coming in, but the question on everybody's mind is that, is Nova Scotia ready for this increase? I've talked about this several times. Healthcare workers are in demand everywhere in Canada, in Nova Scotia as well. I was telling my friend the other day that I wished we could just raise a magic wand and have 100,000 healthcare workers come to Nova Scotia. And then she's like, yeah, Habiba, that's great. So if this 100,000 people come now, where will they stay? Where is the housing? Where is the availability? And I'm like, good point. Okay. Another place you hear people complaining is with education. I'm on several groups on social media, and parents are complaining that back in the day you had 15, 16 children in a classroom. Now, because of the population increase, you have 25, 26, 27, 28 students to one teacher. So again, population growth, but the amenities and infrastructures is not enough. So the question again is Nova Scotia ready for the population boom? So like I said, when I went on the survey the Statistics Canada had done, and I saw Nova Scotia was number 8, I was not surprised. I'm not happy, but I was not surprised. Okay, so just something to think about. For me, we're here. We've been here for 4 years. We call this place home. It's not perfect. Yes, once in a while there's a rumble, but for now, Nova Scotia is still home. And I will keep saying this, the people here are one of the best. Okay, one of the friendliest I've seen. So it's still home. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe.